welcome to my channel. You probably knew this is the first book review I'm doing on my channel, and this is the book Since We Fell by Dennis Lane, or is it Lane? I don't know. First, let me just give a few disclaimers. I am a new reader. I used to read all the time when I was a teenager, but not really all the time, but like often. More than most teenagers back then when I was one. And I took a pause and life happened and I just didn't read. And now I'm back into it. So I don't know that many authors. I haven't read that many books, but I have. Most of the books I've read were R.L. Stine, just Fear Street books. This book here, Since We Fell, is what I'm going to be reviewing today. I got my coffee, so join me in my fresh, comfy little blankie, my binky that I can't sleep without. And let's get into the review. I got my laptop right here so I can give a little summary. It says Since We Fell is a psychological thriller novel by American author Dennis Lane, published in May 2017. Okay, so I'm already having problems with it saying it's a psychological thriller. Maybe I missed it, and I'm not gonna lie, I did take a pause on this book because for me at the beginning it was very slow. Also another disclaimer, spoilers are going to be happening. I'm going to be saying everything that happens in the book, so if you don't want to hear it, bye. That was supposed to be a big slam, but my laptop closed into my blanket. You suck, Cheyenne. Dang. So the book follows around a character named Rachel. She's a news reporter for Channel 6. That's a great number. So at the beginning of the book, her mother is a writer, and her mother is depicted as this like just cruel kind of woman, and she dies. She never told her daughter, the girl's name was Elizabeth Child, she never told Rachel who her father was. So right after Elizabeth dies, she goes out and tries to find her dad, and she runs into a Jeremy James that she hunts down, and that was her mother's ex. She tries to find her dad, and then she has a mental breakdown in Haiti when she's trying to cover her story, and she loses her job, and her first husband, Sebastian, they get a divorce. And in my opinion, after the divorce, is when the book starts getting good. Literally the day she got a divorce, she's in the bar, some scrub is trying to hit on her, and then her next husband, Brian, is it Brian? Her next husband is the guy that turns everything insane. I will say that, the overall concept of the book, I didn't like. I didn't like how it went from mom dying to finding dad to having a breakdown to finding a new husband, and then the big bang that happens at the end. I think the two could have been divided into two different books. I think Elizabeth dying and Rachel trying to find her dad should have been one book. And then the next book should have been finding out that her husband is a freaking actor, and these are all actors, and you're on Silent Library. I mean, what's the name of that MTV show we used to watch and they said that all the time? I don't know. I feel like this book would have made for a great movie. It's just I don't appreciate the inconsistency. In my opinion, I feel like it's inconsistent just because the only thing that really tied it all together was the fact that the private investigator that Rachel hired to find her dad later becomes her husband, and basically he's a con artist. Even back then, at the very beginning of the book, when she was trying to find her father, this guy was conning her and tried to find her dad and didn't. So I don't know. Actually, I do know. I mean, I bought the book, so I'm probably going to keep it, and this is something totally not relevant, but I love the smell of books. So the smell of this book, it's not all that. And you know what else really sucks about this? Well, it's not what sucks about this book, it's what I did. Not only did I pause this book, not only did I not read it consistently, but I read a great freaking book before this book. I bought this book, and then 3 days later, I was done. Not this book, but the other book that I'm going to reread so that I can review it because it was such a great book. And I just got another book that was by those same two authors, which I'm going to review. And I'm really excited about that book. That book cost me $20. overall, I don't like the inconsistency of like the storyline and how it, to me, it just doesn't, you know, I don't know how how it's a psychological thriller. If you guys read the book, could you let me know in the comments, because maybe I'm missing something. Yeah, so my grade I'm giving this book, I feel like giving it a C. Like, it wasn't like terribly bad, and it wasn't bad, but it was just annoying. I'm like, okay, so is something gonna turn? Is the flip gonna switch? Like, yes, a flip switched when Rachel found out that her husband wasn't who he said he was, but it didn't. And then at the end, oh my god, the end, are you kidding me? The end sucked, man. So at the end, Rachel and her husband are trying to flee from the bad guys that are trying to shoot her or trying to kill him because of all the debt and all the stuff he was in. Like, you just have to read the book. We don't even know if they got away. They were supposed to go to Amsterdam and fly there with 375 million bucks or something like that. Something around that money line or whatever, if that even makes sense. Money line? Who says that? At the end, what happens is she goes, you know what? Nah, this wasn't, you know what? I'm making a rule. I'm going to spoil the end if it's a C or under, because you deserve to know. She goes in and she looks at this woman who's dead. You don't even know if they made it to Amsterdam. Like, I was just so disappointed at the ending. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and stay tuned for more. Please comment some great books you think I should read. I just bought Anonymous Girl by Greer. I don't even know their names, but I'm going to review that book and go ahead and check out some of my own writing pieces on WordPress. There's a link down below. If you're on there, follow me. I follow you back. Like it, you know, just do all those things that people tell you to do on YouTube. Okay.